So once again, welcome to IG Max Updates. Hopefully your Sunday is treating you well. Today is a Sunday, and I hope everyone went to pray, and whoever didn't go, those that went, of course, if you have your loved ones that had a moment of prayer, I'm sure they could have prayed for you. Today, being a Sunday, we happen to host one of our fellow Ugandans who is a student, a political activist, someone whom we can say we have been looking up to. He has been serving as the guild speaker in the UCC community in the previous regime, and today I happen to have a one-on-one meeting point with him. I'm sure he has a lot of things to discuss with us. So cameraman, do you mind giving me the image of a big man? Yes, big man, how are you?
I'm okay, sir.
You're good.
I'm good.
So Katsimanyi, I'm a Muchiga. I think we shall use Ruchiga, Ruganda, Rujuzungu mixed up. So
yeah, it's very okay. Because with the Ruchiga, I'm just learning.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just learning Ruchiga. And for the time I've spent in Kabale, Ruchiga is becoming now familiar to me.
Okay.
However, we shall use some Ruchiga, Ruganda, maybe English.
I understand.
Yeah, for the people to understand.
So our today's guests, the audience or the people seeing us would like to know who are you, what's your name, and some simple introduction. Then we proceed.
All right. Those watching us, by the names of Tongolo Cyrus. Most people call me Palma. I'm the former guild speaker of this campus, and simply today I'm here to discuss a few things that are taking place in our country. Yeah, probably I think that's what they need to know about me.
Okay.
Maybe when it comes to the issue of introducing myself in terms of being single or what, maybe that one be for next time.
Yeah, of course. But now I think we shall need to focus on. It is important, by the way. Yeah, but I think for now let's focus on a few things. Maybe in the next interview, IG Max Updates is fully available. So maybe in case there is any other chance, then there we shall talk about the marital status and probably the best. So you said you're the former guild speaker of a certain university college. You didn't tell us the name of the college.
It is called the Uganda College of Commerce, KABALE.
Uganda College of Commerce, KABALE.
This is a college that basically teaches commerce. Courses that deal with the commerce, business in short. In short, yeah.
I think I know that institution. It is good, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. So that is where I am, and I'm finalizing.
Oh, you're a finalist.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Tongolo Cyrus, you said you're a good speaker. Like, have you been as a leader before, like in your previous, as you grew up, like in the previous sections of the primary, secondary, and whatsoever?
It's a very big CV. I have been a leader. I started being a leader right away from primary.
Okay.
Yeah, I can remember even my first position in leadership. I was in P2. I was in P2, and I was told to become. I was chosen to become the class monitor.
Oh wow! So
from that, even teachers could see that however much I was young, but I had some leadership skills. I could control the class.
So you were the noise maker, writers. Oh, those people you tortured us. I remember those guys.
Yeah, you mean you were also tortured by the noise maker?
Those guys.
Class monitors were told to write those people who are making noise in class.
Sir, you refuse to give someone a rubber. The next time you find yourself,
you find your name on the list.
I'm telling you, we suffered. So, Bwana Cyrus.
When I started from there. I went on building it like that from class level. Then I went to the school level, where by the time I finished, I was the assistant head boy. By the time I was finishing my P7.
Okay.
And then I joined.
So which primary school is that?
I studied from a certain primary school there in Kamocha.
Kamocha. Badman, Kangara.
Okay. So I studied from Kamocha there. A certain school called the KCCA Primary School.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, it is a government school.
Okay.
Yeah, by the way, it's one of the best schools there.
Okay, in Kamocha.
You can't study there from there and you fail.
Oh, I see. I see. You're brilliant. You must have gotten. So, yeah, I see.
When I finished P7 from there, I went to secondary, and I also continued with my leadership skill. Okay. So from senior 1, I think, but the first position I got in senior 1, it was timekeeper. Timekeeper. I was a timekeeper. Time manager. Yeah. And the reason why I got that position of timekeeper, it was by the powers of the teachers that forced me to become a timekeeper, because I was one of the stubborn students who do not want to wake up in the morning to go for morning prep. So they made sure that once I become the timekeeper, I will be the one to wake up the rest. To wake up the rest. So it was kind of a punishment, but a blessing in disguise. Doesn't want to go for morning preps. What should we do? They gave me the responsibility. So when they gave me the responsibility, now it was my work to make sure that I bring people to class very early. And you can't take them there when you are not awake. Okay, so Mr. Tongolo, to cut the story short, it means you've been a leader before, and did you have any hopes of being continuing with that? Because I see it is kind of a bloodline core. I don't know, are you willing to keep on pushing and serving people in case you get any other chance or a bigger platform, or you feel this is the end and you can leave it here? As I've been telling you, by the time I finished senior 6, I was the head prefect. Okay. I had upgraded from the lower level to the higher level. Yeah, I see. Now I became the head prefect and I finished the senior 6. So by the time I was getting out of secondary level, I had a lot of support from people, from the students that I was leading. You get, I had a lot of support. So when I came this side of Kabale, and I found out that me myself, I have trust in myself and I believe in myself, I said, let me continue with my leadership. So I contested, I brought out posters. Even people in Kampala who knew me, they told me, Cyrus, you can make it. Remember the support I had, all those OGs of mine, they could text me on my WhatsApp telling me, Cyrus, you know what? You can make it. We know you. We know you. That's the reason why we trusted you to be our head prefect. You represented us very well, you led us very well. Oh. Now why is it that you can fail there? I see. Try your luck, go in, you lead them, and they will be successful. Okay, so in short, you feel you're still capable and you're ready to serve with you? Very ready. Very ready. So who inspired you? Momentum right off from primary. Who inspired you right off from the start? Were you inspired by your parents? Any political leader that you were looking up to? It was just something you woke up one day and thought of becoming a leader. What really inspired you to join that political line? What inspired me, it depends now on the levels. By the time I was in secondary level, I was being inspired by one of my brothers. Okay. My brother is an eloquent speaker. He can address. So whenever I could see him addressing a group of people, I could feel I have that ability also. Okay. Yeah, so he inspired me a lot. And when I grew up and I continued with the leadership, now when I came to this position of being the speaker, I liked the position of the speaker because of one of the most brilliant speakers that we had in Uganda. Who is that? The previous speaker. Jacob Boulanya, who is the first one, the Madam Rebecca Kadaga. Oh, Rebecca Kadaga. So, whenever I could see that lady bringing order in the house, imagine if she was a lady, but bringing order in the house, you know, trying to find all means of making sure that Ugandans get the best out of the parliament.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's have some short commercial break. Then we come back and we continue. Thank you. From that break, remember we have a charity drive that is going on, and it is being carried out by Secure Life Foundation. We are looking at helping the needy, especially the young children who are already in school, and so the small support you feel you can give them out to them, you're really highly welcome. The drive is started some 1 month back and is ending on the 30th this month. I don't know, Mr. Speaker, whether you are aware of that. You know, it is good to help those who are less privileged. We are also not okay, but there are those who are not okay.
Yeah, I understand.
So Mr. Speaker, as we concluded the previous session, we are looking at who inspired you. We saw how you are inspired by Madam Rebecca Kadaga, right honorable
Even
speaker,
including the current speaker.
The current speaker. Yeah. So, but now we have, I don't know, we are going to be somewhat short and precise. We have scenarios that are taking place within this country. Lately, we saw a saga of, so some time back, we had the saga of the leaders who had something to do with iron sheet scandal, what, and what do you talk about such things, especially you as someone who feels you should be a leader in the next future? Are you going to do the same thing, or do you condemn that? Is it in order, or what is your say about that? Shortly. Thank you.
Mr. Ignatius, what I can tell you about that is it's all about someone's heart. If you came into leadership, then you should lead the people. What people have sent you to do is what you should do. I don't think that people sent what chose the speaker to go and embezzle the iron sheets. You get? Not even a minister. No one sent you in that office to embezzle. However, I believe serving the country is the best. Serve the country. Now, if you feel that serving the country by stealing the iron sheets is the solution,
by the way, we had
that is not good.
There is this saga where someone claimed that he woke up and found the iron sheets in his compound.
Okay,
and
now
we have another situation where someone those iron sheets, Kamocha,
those ends of Kamocha, those as you move to Cheva and all.
So how far is it from Kamocha to Nansana? I had we've seen news lately about the Nansana and all that stuff that happened. What do you say about it? What is your stake? Is it? What do you say about it in short?
First of all, 1K can make me move from Kamocha to Nansana.
1K.
1K
so
is enough.
It's a walkable
distance.
I see.
Very near. With what is taking place in Nansana, I would say maybe there is a misconduct between the government and the NEMA. You know, there was no that connection.
But I think NEMA is a government entity.
Yes.
Is it a government entity or it is a private entity? I don't know. I think it is
NEMA. It is an organization that was created to do what? Protect the environment
under the government.
Under the government.
Okay.
So it means you must be very sure that these two must be in contact. That at least if NEMA is to do something, it must be connected to
the government.
To the above, yes.
To the above, yeah, I understand.
You get. So, somewhere there is a name of people, Mr. Joel Senyon, went to Nansana and talked about that issue. By the way, to a certain point, I supported him. How can you allow people to build in a swamp when you're seeing someone builds there and stays there for over 40 years and you get children, grandchildren from there.
And vacating them, you don't give them enough notice, you don't give them enough time. You just, people are sleeping. By morning time, they find the neighborhood is down and
imagine. That is something that was done, however, wrong way. That's what I can say.
Okay.
It was done in a wrong way. And the best way could be at least give people a good time of warning and then give them also a humble time to do what? To prepare themselves. Even if it is also necessary, you make sure that you compensate them.
True, true.
You compensate
Because
them.
those are Ugandans who have been there.
These are Ugandans who have been there for
taxes.
They use their money to buy that land.
Now they've been paying taxes.
For example, you're demolishing a school. A school whereby you find that some parents, that's the school where they could afford. You know, there are schools that are expensive.
True.
And someone had built a school in a place and is trying to support children at a low cost. Then you demolished the school. Parents have nowhere to take their children for studies. Schools are expensive. You know, you find that even now the government schools that we talk of, they are also expensive. You get. May I have an example of a certain school there in Kawala. It's just a private school, but the amount of money that these people are paying, they are less than even the money that government schools do contribute.
Yeah.
You get. So it means that you are increasing the number of street children.
Yeah, I saw some girl was
That's why now you people who are in this industry of supporting children, you are going to now to incur more costs, and you need a lot of money support. Because now imagine all students from nursery who will fail to go back to school.
Are now homeless.
They are homeless. They have no homes. They are going to go to streets. Now the burden will come back to you people who do the support.
The charity organization and sheets were had roofed some persons. I think was it how do they call a house where goats sleep?
Now let me first cut you short. If you woke up in the morning and you found a car in your compound, what do you do?
Of course, you report to police.
Very good. If the iron sheets were found in the compound,
they had the government of Uganda. So I think it's good you don't tolerate that, and I think that is bad.
That is too bad, and I think as a leader, as a growing leader, I think we should always mind about what we say to the people when we are going there. What we promise people, we promise to work for them.
Okay.
But when you reach there and you see those such and those bad behaviors, find that people are going to lose trust in you.
Oh, I see. That is bad. That is very bad, and it is condemnable. Then we have this others.
That even some people who are in charity organizations, they are getting hard time. And then you are going to add them more.
So, Mr. Tongolo, as we summarize, there is this other, I don't know whether I think you must be someone who is updated. We have a current situation in Kenya. I don't know what you talk about it, if you've heard of it. What is your say about it, and what do you talk to what would you advise to the leadership there, and maybe the people there, if you were in position to, or they were in position to listen to you?
What is taking place in Kenya is about the finance bill. By the way, I like the citizens of Kenya.
You miss them in Uganda. You feel there is.
I like the citizens of Kenya. Why? I like them because if something came and it is not going to favor them, they show it. Not by crying, not by sitting home and crying, but coming up
on the street
and show that this one is going to do what? I'm not satisfied with it. You get. But simply what I can talk about that, what is taking place. First of all, I thank the citizens that they have done their part as citizens. Once there's something that you don't understand and you are not benefiting, you come up and
raise your voice.
Yeah. So there is something that I noticed in Kenya as all the demonstrations were taking place. There is a certain video I saw on this social media. I saw something that I've never seen here in Uganda. Demonstrations have been there in Uganda. They have taken place. People have demonstrated. Police have come up and the army to suppress the demonstrations.
The demonstrators,
However, there's something I noticed in Kenya. I was watching through the social media and I saw it. An army guy, what these people, I think they also have ready tops. The man was wearing a carrot. The one that we see most the ready tops.
Uganda, those the Chiboko squad.
The Chiboko squad. But after tear gassing people, I found out that this man realized that the people were hurt, and these people needed some help as far as water was concerned. You know, with the tear gas, when you have water, at least you're a bit safe. As you wash the face, this army guy had water. He found the citizens who are demonstrating really in need of what? In need of water to wash the face. The guy got the water and started pouring in the hands of the people who was demonstrating.
The demonstrators.
Trying to show, by now that is what it showed me something within me. That this man knew that what he's wearing is just a uniform, but he's also Kenyan.
He's a Kenyan, yeah.
That is the thing that some of our politicians or the police officers or the army have failed to understand in Uganda.
They forget that
what they are wearing is just a uniform of what? Of the army. But you yourself, you are a
Ugandan. At the end of the day, you will face the same challenges.
Very good.
You'll be squeezed by
now, for example, I take you back to Kenya. If they said that bread also has to be taxed, not even a small tax, but a high tax, bread has to be taxed. Can you tell me that a soldier of Kenya will buy bread at another price?
No, still the same price.
Still the price will be what?
Yeah, I understand.
It means that as those people are fighting to make sure that the taxes are not imposed, they are also helping.
But by the way, I watched, there is this guy on TikTok. He's a Kenyan guy, young guy. I've forgotten the name. Abakobi or something like that. I saw some time back he made a skit about the taxes. I thought the guy was joking, not just a few weeks after to realize guys were demonstrating. So it means people are really very, very much suffering, and I think we just need to pray and make sure all goes well. Otherwise, people are going to lose lives. If we don't lose lives, money, the economy is hard.
The economy is going rough.
The economy is rough. If it crosses borders and now the whole of East Africa is affected, it means then we, the netizens, we are
the ones to suffer locally.
True. We are going to suffer a lot.
So I learned something in that small video that I saw. It made me realize that even our soldiers in Uganda should know that if someone came up, if Ugandans, when I say someone, people now start saying that
good is there is someone. Good is a good. So we are talking about Ugandans.
Let's say citizens of Uganda have come up to say that we are no longer in need of this. You get what they are trying to avoid. It will also affect you, either positively or if they are if it is negative, then it will affect you negatively as a soldier of Uganda or a policeman. But if they are fighting for something positive, it means that it will affect you also positively.
True. So Mr. Cyrus, as we conclude, what do you have to tell the Ugandans who are watching you, your fellow youth? You're still a youth, I see. Your fellow youth, most especially the youth, what message do you have for them as far as regarding politics and what is happening, how they can maybe be careful, how they can demand for what is theirs in a peaceful way? Any good advice you would give out to them? Thank you.
The advice I can give to the youths out there is one: always first know the cause of what you're fighting for. Know the cause. Don't see people making noise. You also can't do what? You make noise. They will ask you, what were you making noise for? And you have no answer. What I can tell you is have a cause. And the youths of this nation always demand for what you want in a peaceful way. For example, of Kenya. In Kenya, they demonstrated, but it was a peaceful demonstration. So, if it is about demanding for what is yours, demanding for your rights, make sure that your rights are demanded in a peaceful way. You get. Those are the words I can tell to my fellow youths. And I can advise you that if you demand in a peaceful way and you are hurt, then the blame is not yours. The blame goes back to the government. And the information I can send to the government is, before enacting a policy, at least we should be aware. First, you give enough awareness to the people and consult. By the way, you should even consult. So they be aware of what is going to take place, and then such that some people are not hurt, because according to the saga that was there, that is happening in Rubiji, surely people have suffered, people have slept out. But I think if enough information was given to them, enough warning, enough time, at least people could find where to go as early as possible, and then you demolish in peace. Therefore, I want to thank you, Mr. Ignatius,
IGMAX updates,
for hosting me. And according to the you're calling it a charity.
Oh, charity drive.
Charity drive. For that, I'm ready. I and my cabinet that has just retired.
Okay.
We are ready to join hands and see that we can contribute something. To see that we can support these young children. Because now the truth is, as we are going, also going there. From there, we are also going. So we need these people to come up and also replace us.
Thank you very much, and thanks for your time.
All right.
Thanks for giving us a chance to host you. It's not easy. And thanks for being a good guest. Your words, I think, are good, and as a platform, shall do whatever it takes to make sure that it is made aware and people get to know what we talked about and a good message. So otherwise, thanks for watching IGMAX updates. Remember to follow us on our channels, YouTube IGMAX updates, TikTok, follow us, Twitter IGMAX updates, Instagram IGMAX, everywhere. Wherever you come across IGMAX updates, don't forget to give us a follow button. Thank you.